my view. Basically, normal day, I'll be up at 4:30 and off to the gym at 5. So whether you want to meet me at my house or at the gym, doesn't matter. I live about 2 miles away. Multi-Millionaire house, if you want to capture that for doing some of the lifestyle stuff.
I'll run it by Aaron, just so you know, when you do first initially meet him, the camera will be rolling.
Oh yeah, I have a camera in my face right now. I have a guy that's with me, like, he pretty much showers with me. It's the weirdest thing ever. And I'm married to a woman, just so you know. So, you know what I'm saying? So,
Talk to Aaron, and I'll keep you and Nicole in the loop.
okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay, awesome.
Talk soon.
Have a great evening.
You too. Goodbye. Okay, so we got a big influencer coming down, big YouTube channel. His name is Aaron Van Kampen. He interviews and visits big entrepreneurs, up-and-coming entrepreneurs, hopefully make me the next Denzel Washington. That's what he told me, so, stay tuned.
Guys, what up? My name is Mike Barron. I'm in my mansion in San Diego, California. I walked out of high school with 2 felonies. I grew up in Section 8 housing, and today I make 8 figures online on the internet. Oh, baby!
Got some donuts for you.
What do you do for a living? I help people make money on the internet by mastering one skill set called high-ticket sales and closing. You don't want to make $1 million, you want to make 10 million.
War cries!
Pleasure to meet you, man.
What's up, fam?
Henry.
Henry, I'm Aaron. Pleasure. Yeah, we're waiting. My camera guy's just following us, so we're just waiting for him to arrive, and then we'll walk in. I just don't want to have everyone say hello and all that stuff without my. Exactly.
Yeah, I got you.
This motherfucker that, 2 people that believed me before I had anything. My wife and him. Yeah, I was like, hey man, this fucking guy, his loyalty is like, it's a blessing and it could be a curse. If I'd be like, hey man, let's go rob a bank, he'd be like, let's go.
Yeah, it could be dangerous.
We're just waiting to get inside so I can get it. My camera guy just arrived.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Easy, all right.
I wasn't avoiding anybody outside. Trust me. I'll say hello to everyone.
Yeah, no worries.
People just do their thing. We're gonna do a little tour. Shit, we'll go in the sales room.
Just pull it around the bend and just come back around.
Okay, good to go inside? Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
We train millionaires here. We got guests here from Canada, Toronto, and I'm talking about Aaron and gang. We got Joseph, we got crew right here, but we got Aaron. He's like, man, what I do is I interview the biggest entrepreneurs, up-and-coming entrepreneurs, people with the crazy stories like Mike. We got a link. So he's here, he's gonna be hanging out, asking questions, dapping people up, but everybody give it up for our guests.
Come on. So I started 3 years ago creating content in the luxury lifestyle niche. I came from a place where I didn't have a lot of support systems or financial advice, anything of that nature. So once I started making this content, I realized that I could provide a lot of value to people like my younger self. And the journey basically started when I began asking people what they do for a living by going up to their homes, knocking on their door, and asking them that simple question. That quickly evolved into my fan base growing rapidly and asking me to ask my guests more questions. So I developed into longer form content, which is also a more monetized platform. And now what I do is I travel all around the world, meeting up with and learning from multi-millionaires, telling their story, finding out how they started, where they're headed, when the challenges were, and digging into all the details. I then take that, build it out into a 10, 15-minute YouTube video, blast that out online, and yeah, that's it.
Come on now,
We're gonna bring up sales director Brandon Jorgensen. Come on.
Let's not stop today. Let's go off today. Let's go and grab $20,000 minimum and a little bit extra if we really about it.
They're actually blood brothers? Yeah. Partially or fully? We have the same mom.
I see.
He didn't know we had different dads until about 13. He freaked out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he did all the right shit. Went in San Diego State as a advisor or
Missions advisor.
me and him always been super close, and it really makes sense for him to do his deal and me to do my deal. We've always been best friends.
Yeah. So what is your involvement here now?
Yeah, so my role when I first started was Director of Communications, which is a glorified role for like human resources.
Okay.
So I started out with like mainly recruiting, right? Recruiting, bringing in talent. But the main thing was to make sure like the employees are good and then talk with them and figure out how to get them better.
What's one of the hardest parts about your job, to be specific?
Great question.
The hardest part is having to understand every single division and how to help people get better in their role when I'm not specifically doing it. So I have to do my due diligence to know what those stats are and read the SOPs to know how to get that product and then have those meetings with every individual.
I need to hire someone like this.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm the deputy executive, which is basically right hand to John Pena, who's the CEO.
His wife thought I was full of shit. On the internet, he's talking shit, and I'm having a new Mercedes. She thought I was full of shit. Got the one Lamborghini. She's like, okay, well, Michael's doing okay. Then she's on the next Lamborghini, third floor, and she's like, Mark, he's really doing some big shit. Is that true?
Yeah. That's
okay.
true.
I think I understand that in most cases, people are going to question, just like we talked about earlier, they're going to question legitimacy when they can't fathom how that is done, or they don't dig into it, or they maybe tried and didn't work it out. They're always going to question it. So I think it's normal, but once you find out more information, it's not a matter of like, sure, having Lamborghinis and having a bunch of them, but if anyone takes a deeper look, like that's where the value kind of comes.
So this cat right here, this is actually my business partner.
So you keep people on track with that whole system.
On track. My job is order. Make sure things are in the right place, in the right area, and the right people are doing the right things.
He's the CEO of the whole company.
How does Mike keep you motivated to stay with all these skills?
I would say that's why him and I are so alike. I don't need him to keep me motivated, and he doesn't need me to keep him motivated. We both come ready to roll up our sleeves, and what motivates us is our passion and our purpose, and this company, this team, this culture, and the people. Super cool seeing you. Come by. Great to meet you.
Appreciate it.
Joseph.
After this, we'll get B-roll of everything.
Yeah, I was getting some B-roll while you guys are talking about there.
Yeah, we'll go around and get a bunch more. I think we have one more interview to do, and then the last interview, which we might...
Water? Appreciate it. Yeah, no doubt.
dinner, right?
Take the biggest room for the boss, huh?
Take the biggest room for the boss.
All the inspo. Oh my god, I love these glasses.
Yeah, it's fucking like WWE type shit. I have a guy who gave that to me as a gift.
Would you rock these? I can't see you rocking them.
No, hell no. I'm real from Louis Vuitton, dog. So this is my first Lamborghini.
Yep.
Same exact car. They actually give you a model. This is the STO. Really? Yeah, this is the STO. Only I blacked out the wheels. This is a $500,000 car. That's a $300,000. Fun fact: this ended up around a telephone pole.
Damn.
Okay, don't ask me why or how, but that's the outcome. This is a $4 million Lamborghini that's loading. So next few months you'll see me driving Lamborghini Sion. I love this fucking car.
Damn, bro.
Here's some books. This is a gift for you, so I'm gonna put this here for you before you go. That's the 10X one I told you about.
Yeah, let me just get a shot of it.
Yeah.
The suggestion. What is this ancient looking book, bro?
I was gonna grab it right now.
Okay, yeah, take it. Tell me what that is, cause...
So, thing here is a journal, and this is where I write down my goals. Write down my fucking goals. I'll listen to like music that gets me thinking higher. I'll listen to like classical music. I'll just read you some of my goals. So, you know, you should be writing down your goals every day. Number one, I'm an effective leader for my daughter, wife, family, friends, loved ones, and associates, and community. I'm the hardest working, most successful and committed person I know. I am a billionaire. My life is filled with happiness, abundance, and health. I own 10,000 investment properties. I don't quit, I don't tire, I refuse to lose, and I always keep my eye on the prize.
That's interesting. So you're basically like manifesting with ink.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Now on a 10X.
Bro, there's no way a guy like me who's been paycheck to paycheck, who fucking struggled, who grew up in Section 8 housing, who's a fucking no background in finances, no education, like, and now with proof, I'm one of the fastest growing CEOs in America.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's that, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I think we should do before while it's still fresh in our minds is go around and get B-roll of everything.
Okay.
So you're gonna need to give us like 30 minutes.
Take all the fucking time you need so I can go just touch people.
Yeah, you do.
Let me just give you guys a little. I'm gonna tell you guys, like I told you earlier, this is your crib, this is your home. Nothing you can and cannot do. Walk around, whatever you want. Open up the car. Speed round, right?
Yeah.
Speed round.
I want to do it with the Lambo and then like.
Yeah, backdrop.
Mike Barron, man. Follow your boy, the Mike Barron 1. See at the top.
Holy smokes.
Well, these are my
So
students.
more of these plaques. Oh, these are student plaques.
The ones on the bottom are students that I've trained that made over $1 million in high ticket sales. On top is $1 million.
Yeah.
And then on the far left is
rare people that have done $10 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
So these are the different levels of packages that are sold by his sales team. So these are his mentorships, courses, resources, knowledge in levels.
2,000 here, I pull up bi-weekly. Here, I pull up once a week. Here, there's another one. It's $250,000. You give me $250,000. I'll show you a picture of me naked.
Oh my God! What the?
That's not class.
This just makes it so clear to my brain.
It's called.
I get it.
It's called the value ladder.
Yeah. You've obviously done well within this company, and you probably have words of wisdom that you give to these other sales guys. What do you try to pass on to make sure that they have success and follow in your footsteps?
The biggest thing is it always starts with the mindset. This game is 80% mindset, 20% skill, right? So it's all about actually developing yourself and becoming who you want to be so that you can actually take the actions of that person and you can start having the results of that guy.
Well said. Thank you so much.
Come on, Brandon Jorgensen. Thank you, man. Yeah. You rehearsed all night now. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get some shots of him sitting here. Thank you, bro. I'm going to serve you for a bit.
Okay. Don't get it, motherfucker.
I meet literally extremely top tier people, and I get to ask them every single question that I possibly have and record it, and then I basically study it when I'm editing the video. So like if I didn't pick it up the first time, I listen to it 30 times more when the editing process begins.
So, gang, this is the fam. This is my wife Diana.
Hello, I'm Aaron.
My baby. Alright,
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet
we're expecting a child. This is Aria.
Wow. How's school?
This is Aaron. You know.
That's like the most standard answer. That was good.
And then I went asked for your number. I was like a little drunk, and then like an hour later, because I lost your number. Is it true that we went to lunch, and I was like a square? I was kind of quiet.
Yes.
And then is it true that that night it felt like we known each other our whole life?
Correct.
We were just flowing.
Yes.
And last thing, is it true that we hung out for 3 years straight and never skipped one day until I went to Hawaii?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what was your first impression of him?
Yeah, speak on that.
Well, at first he was kind of, quiet and stuff like that, but I can tell he was like different. Like he was just very like driven. He had like a whole plan of what he wanted to do. So.
Light up with really big smiles.
Okay. All right, ready?
Okay.
First, cheese.
They're never satisfied. No matter how much money they make or how long they're doing it, they're never satisfied. No achievement is going to be enough. And it almost comes down to what appears to be like an addiction. No matter how much you do, no matter how much you achieve, no matter how much money you make, it's never enough. And it gets to a certain point where they're not chasing money anymore because they can do anything they want at that point. They have like fuck you money. They're just like addicted to the thrill of winning, the thrill of exceeding their expectations. Definitely it's a quality of a millionaire. One big smile, just smile, look at this here.
You guys had a good one, guys. For sure,
Bro, it was such a pleasure to talk to you.
Bro.
You got my email? Take care.
Thank you for hanging out with me all day. Started out super early at 6 a.m. Had a whole bunch of guests, had Aaron and crew pull up, and the day is pretty much done. If you want to see the actual video of Aaron featuring me, there's gonna be a link right below. Click that, comment on that, subscribe on my channel, subscribe on Aaron's channel, and to all the killers out there, I'll see you motherfuckers at the top. Peace. Come on. No,
I'm marketer in the world, baby.
Get some.
Stop playing with the kids, man. It's a Coca-Cola X Award, baby.
That's how you lock it in.
Nah, straight up.